Sagittarius. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your February 2015 forecast for the month. Thanks for joining me. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that you're subscribing and sharing and liking these posts. I really appreciate the support with my business, with Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. So let's get into the forecast because February is a smooth month comparatively. We've got some eclipse energy coming in March and April, as well as the Uranus-Pluto square. So I like February because there's some reprieve here before things get a little tense or shaky. We'll start the month with a full moon on the 3rd of February. And this full moon is at 14 degrees Leo. So this is another fire sign for you, your brother fire sign. And this is affecting your 9th house, the house that you naturally govern on the solar wheel. Sag, so you like this placement. This is adventure. This is foreign travel. The expansion and the broadening of your mind. This is higher education and higher technologies, websites, and advanced development of your spirituality and your metaphysical aspects or metaphysical self. Full moons bring things to an awareness or an ending in the sector that they reside. So you could be coming back from foreign travel at this time, although in a Mercury retrograde at the top of the month. I don't know how well that went for you, but you could also be putting an ending to some kind of study that you've been or classes that you've taken on either metaphysical, spiritual subjects or, you know, your master's degree, your PhDs, your higher certification could be coming to an end. Also, there could be something hidden that needs to be seen and addressed in your 9th house of expansion, and maybe how your thinking or your approach to your belief system can be changing or ending, and you pick up a new belief system or a new way of seeing the world globally. On the 11th of February, Mercury goes direct, yay, at 1 degree Aquarius, thankfully. That was a weird retrograde. It still is retrograde, so these videos are kind of interesting as I trip over my words. But, you know, Mercury going direct in Aquarius in your 3rd house, you know, finally, you have your speech in order. You have your communication style going. You can interview now. You can sign contracts. I would wait until maybe after the Valentine's Day weekend or week. It seems Mercury needs a little bit of time to clear his shadow, but smooth sailing after the 11th. You should be speaking and getting clarity in your thoughts and how you're expressing your words and ideas. On the 18th, we have a new moon at 29 degrees, 59 minutes of Aquarius. Now, last month, we had our new moon at 0 degrees Aquarius. So this is technically the 2nd new moon in Aquarius that we've had back to back, but the energy's very much filtered into the sign of Pisces due to how close it is to the cusp of that sign. The sun will enter Pisces on the same day on the 18th. So this is really going to affect your 4th house of home. 3rd house of communications, yes, a little bit with your new moon if you want to start new marketing or a new website or new release publishing, or for writers or artists who want to release something, do it towards the latter end of the month after the new moon or on the new moon of the 18th. Mercury will be direct, and the sun and the new moon are coupled together. Now, your 4th house of home is actually activated, and you've got Saturn in your sign showing you, returning to you, Saturn return in your solar 1st house, showing you some restriction and showing you control. And you might not like that authority in your sign, Sagittarian, because you're very free and you need some independence. However, with the sun entering the 4th, you could be inspired to change your environment. Not just beautify it, but change it altogether. Move, something like that. Or just focus on the home and who's coming in and who's coming out of it. There could be a lot of energy in the home when the sun is in the 4th house. Also, your relationships with your mother, the maternal figure at this time, could be prominent. You could find that she might be needing to come into the home or need care in the home or just visiting. On the 19th of February, we have a romantic dance happening between Mars and Venus. Mars is going to enter Aries and remain there through the 31st of March. And then on the 20th of February, Venus follows him into Aries, and she's there through the 17th of March. So we have the masculine energies of Mars coupled with the feminine energies of Venus, and they meet Uranus when they enter Aries. Uranus is abrupt and electric and surprise, shock, electricity. So having Mars, aggression, drive, will, determination, and energy, and Venus, love, romance, finance, and money, moving into your 5th house of creative endeavors, romance, children. So this could apply in numerous ways, but one of them, I'll give you a few examples. Mars can be the catalyst that you need for your creative endeavors. If you're in music or projects or whatever, there's a vast amount of creative endeavors. But Mars is the energy, gets you really ridden with stamina and can expedite things very quickly with Mars because he's fast-paced. And Venus is there to smooth over any harsh energies of Mars, and she's sensuality and beautification. So the relationships with your children could be very smooth at that time too, but you'll also find that you have financial energy to support creative endeavors, or financial energy to support romance too, but loving energy to support romance. There's a lot of ways it could apply, but for those of you looking for relationships, absolutely between February 19th through the end of March 31st, you've got Mars and Venus mixed with a sudden surprise of Uranus. You could have a romantic relationship come in just like that, or at least a romantic experience. And very quickly, Mars is men, Venus is women. This could apply to all sexes, all genders, all people. I think this is good. I think that you will feel a boost of happiness in the second half of this month. Because the 5th house, in addition to those things, is fun and leisure and pleasure and activities that you really enjoy doing. If you're not creative at all, this is how you like to spend your relaxing time. Gambling and sports as well are in the 5th house. And Sag, you love that. So you might want to get your gamble on or your energies towards that in around the 19th, 20th. Now, Saturn is with you retrograde in your 1st house, like I said, and he's going to be there through December of 2018. So that's going to be a minute. But, you know, Jupiter's in Leo, another fire sign, and that's your 9th house. He's still retrograde. And Uranus is in Aries. So the 1st, 5th, and 9th trine is activated. When Mars and Venus move into Aries, that triggers the trine again with Saturn. Let's get to the cards because I want to see what they have to say for you. And as usual, I read all through the week if you'd like to book with me. You can reach me at audreyallison.com as well as Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot on Facebook. Sagittarius, what is up for you? February 2015. Okay. Wow. Okay. The last 2 or 3 videos, I've pulled this card first. So I'm pulling it again for you first. And that says something to me because it's initiating these readings. And I've said this in 2 other readings, so I'm feeling like this is applying. You are ascending a level. You are mastering your environment and your occupation. And you're getting raised up a notch. This has a lot to do with Saturn being restrictful in your first house, but with Saturn there, you might get your budget on and really have a balance of what you're bringing in and really want to reassess all of your earnings, but yourself and your self-worth and things like that. Okay, the cup card, an emotional card, the Five of Cups is a breakthrough and new opportunity. Maybe leaving a stagnant situation. Strength. This is the third card in the tarot that has a lion on it. This is the one of them too, and the Two of Pentacles is another. But this Strength card is exactly what it is. Fortitude, will, strength, determination. It could be inner reserves. And Two of Swords and a few other cards came out, so I'm going to show you those as well. This is a duel at a standstill, actively questioning or a debate. And Temperance, that's your card. This is the card in the tarot that represents Sagittarius in the major arcana. Patience, balance, beauty, and timing. Temperance. Well, the cards are just saying hi to you. We know you're here. Now, these two also came up. Oh, wow. Okay, so Justice really wants to come up for a few signs after I pull. It flies out. So your creative endeavor, the Ace of Wands, something that you're passionate about or that you're initiating a plan of action, Mars. You might need contracts to get signed. I would wait until after Valentine's Day, but there are legalities surrounding this. Oh, I see. For those of you who are involved in divorce, it's now time to sign once Mercury's direct. And for those of you who aren't dealing with divorce, you will need patience, balance, and timing regarding a creative endeavor, all in its due time. Just keep your strength, keep your reserves. Things are happening, you know, according to their timing, but with Mars shooting into your 5th house, that is what this is. The Ace of Wands is the initiation of a creative endeavor and also the action required to get it handled, to have it manifest. So you could have a new opportunity coming to you in the creative realm. But this is also regarding separation or divorce. Two of you might be going separate ways on an emotional level. And you might have to deal with the signings of, you know, separation or documents, things like that. But you can trust that your financial security, if you're unfortunately dealing with that situation, you have protection in your coins. The King is the highest card in the tarot. So there is some kind of protection there, especially with the way, I love how he has his paw on that coin. Just like, he's got it. So don't worry, don't trip out about losing your resources and things like that, because you're actually mastering your environment and occupation. And your 4th house is where the sun is, and the sun is the life force. The sun is God. So, you know, you could be reaching a level of your dwellings that you're very proud of at this time, or you might be relocating due to separating from a marriage or a situation, but your new environment seems very protected. All right, Sag, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will see you next month and have a sweet day. Bye.